So I want to make sure I shout out the person I got the video from. This is Tony X2. All right, let's go.
Folks, I am about sick and tired of this grifting old warlock. I can't do it anymore. At first, I thought to myself, you know what? Bernie's just doing what the hell Bernie does, which is essentially complaining about millionaires and, well, he was complaining about millionaires before he became a millionaire off of you and I's taxpayer dollars. And then he started complaining about the billionaires because he has not yet broken into the Billionaire Boys Club. But, you know, I would have left his ass alone if that's the whole grift. But the audacity that this ancient grifter would go on a nationwide tour paid for by you and I and spend $221,000 on private jets while warning us about the wealthy elites who are taking our money. Bernie, Burn Dog, Gramps, what the hell are you talking about? You are the oligarchy. If there is an oligarchy, you are it. You are literally the definition. You have never had an actual job. You are a lifelong politician. The only work you have done is taking our taxpayer dollars and getting them in your pocket. Rich. That's what you've done at this point. Wow. That's what you got to show for it. The oligarchy.
The oligarchy, the oligarchy, the oligarchy. The billionaire, the billionaire, the millionaire. Listen, man, I don't even know what the hell an oligarchy is. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, my vocabulary is pretty good, but I've never used the word oligarchy to explain nothing. It sounds like something in a video game. But also, let's look at this clip when being asked about Hip's private jet experience.
Be using private jets at night.
Well, probably one jet. I don't know that we'll use
multiple rides in a private jet.
Yes.
Be using.
So he laughs it off, right? And this is not the one Bernie Sanders who was called out by RFK Jr. when mentioning about taking a bunch of money in the healthcare field, right?
No, it's a simple question.
And by the way, Bernie, the problem of corruption is not just in the federal agencies, it's in Congress too. Almost all the members of this panel are accepting, including yourself, are accepting millions of dollars from the pharmaceutical industry.
And
protecting their interests.
Oh, I thought that would, no. I ran for president like you. I got millions and millions of contributions. They did not come from the executives, not one nickel of PAC money from the pharmaceutical industry. They came from workers.
In 2020, you were the single largest
because I had small
pharmaceutical
contributions from workers all over this country. Workers,
you were the
not a nickel from corporate
Bernie,
tax.
you were the single largest acceptor of pharmaceutical dollars.
No, from workers in
1.5 million.
Yeah, out of 200 million. All right, but.
Boom. Guilty as charged after he gets pressed. So what I want to talk about is I want to talk about Mr. Oligarchy, the billionaires, This guy's been caught up in so many lies. So Bernie Sanders and AOC have spent $221,000 on private jet as they're going through their whole little Democrat, destruction tour is what I call it. Because they're trying to be the leaders of the party, which Bernie Sanders, I just found out this dude was like in his 80s. Like, dude, you are done. You are done, son. Like, go sit down somewhere. But, he's part of the oligarchy. It's pretty funny in the hypocrisy that these people show when they're confronted about what they do. But when they get on TV and you ask them softball questions, they're able to tell you all these politically right answers. Man, listen, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that Bernie Sanders is full of straight hot garbage. Okay? It just doesn't. Okay? It does not take a rocket scientist to know that. And when I heard this story, I honestly, and maybe because I don't really put much stock in these people, and that's kind of on both sides, but a lot on the left, I was not even super surprised when I heard they took a private jet. And then there was a video of AOC and Bernie Sanders and a few other people getting out of the private jet. This is taxpayer money. $221,000. This is how they feel about you. They just with the middle finger up. This is how they treat our money. This is why they don't like Doge. Because Doge is all up in the mix, finding all this, fraud and wasteful spending. If you don't want to call it fraud, great. but it's definitely wasteful spending. There's a lot of wasteful spending. You can find it in your own personal finances if you look deep enough. Stop paying for Planet Fitness every month and you're not going. That's wasteful. Bernie Sanders is definitely a grifter. He's definitely the do as I say, not as I do type person. Like, he's one of those. And this is why he will never become president. His policies are just straight garbage. AOC is their next runner-up, and she's not removed from this story either. AOC went on this, and if she's asked about it, I'm sure she would try to find it a way to just say, oh, Donald Trump, but Donald Trump, this and that. Oh, but Donald Trump's a billionaire and he does this and he went golfing and Americans paid for his golfing trip. She would go off on a tangent and never hold themselves accountable. This is unacceptable with these politicians flying around on private jets. This is crazy. This is crazy, yo. $221,000, really? And then they're going to have the nerve to go to a town hall and sit in front of people and try to tell them how they need this and how they need that and how Donald Trump's so bad, but they just spent $221,000 flying to you. And they're going to spend more money when they go and eat and they do all this crazy other stuff. They're blowing our taxpayer money on themselves. How is Bernie Sanders a millionaire? And he's been a senator or in Congress or whatever for the longest. How is this guy that big of a millionaire? No one cares to ask the real questions around here? How is Nancy Pelosi? Like, her net worth is insane. How much do you get paid to be you can see their salaries don't add up to their net worth. Hey. But I guess it's just the oligarchy. It's the oligarchy. The oligarchy is the problem. And the billionaires. The billionaires need to pay the fair share. The millionaires don't come after me. I'm a millionaire. It's freaking oligarchy. I've never heard one person in everyday life on these streets ever use the word oligarchy until they start saying it. And then you start hearing people that, when I have political conversations, start to say it. I said, you don't even know how to spell it, and you probably don't even know what the hell it means. You're just saying it because you heard it on CNN, and now Bernie Sanders town hall garbage that he spews out there. I don't know. Hey, maybe I'm just delusional, right? Keep spending $200 and some thousand to fly to these places. I'm sure you could have went commercial. Sure, you could have probably chose a bus. Sure, there was a cheaper way, but hey, that's why I like Doge. All right, let me get out of here. Oh, wrong screen. Let's go. Like I say, after every video, this is chess, not checkers. And I'm going to see y'all at work.
You are watching a master at work.
See you.